Hey internet, welcome to Will Rants. Thank you for watching Will of Gaming. Please note that in my rant, there may be some unpopular opinions that you guys may disagree with, or you guys may have your own opinions on. I'm just stating my opinion, and without further ado, let's get started with the episode. Hi guys, this is Will from the Will of Gaming, and I'm going to be ranting about the gaming industry as a whole. So I'm going to be going through each individual console and stuff, but first we're going to get into the news. Okay, so first off, in bullshit news, we have Uncharted 4 being delayed yet again. However, it's not as bad as you think it is. It's only going to be delayed for 2 weeks. So instead of it coming out originally on April 26th, I believe, it comes out on May 10th of 2016. So there's that. Reason being is that they said that they apologized, yada yada yada. The problem is that we want more production time so that way we can release the game to the public and yada yada yada. Now, with a game company like Sony and Microsoft and even Nintendo that have an online store which you can put digital games online, and I understand there are people that want physical copies, but I feel that if people are really having a hard time finding your game, you can get those people to pre-order it online. I mean, like on digital distribution, download it, prematurely. I don't know, but that's just some food for thought. I don't know. Like I said, it's my opinion. I do buy digital games from time to time, but there are people that do get, I understand people getting upset where they get like I get Best Buy and I get the 20% off Gamers Unlocked, or people have Amazon pre-order and then they get that 20% off when you pre-order a game. So I can understand the frustration and the anger that the gaming community feels. And I don't know. I feel like Sony needs to do a program like that if you are a PlayStation Plus member and if you do purchase stuff digitally, you should get 20% off. But that's just me. I feel like all consoles should do it. That's just my thing, that if you join their premium program, you get like 20% off of all your games that are digital, and that would really work and benefit for that. And I feel like more people would go digital for that, because honestly, that's the reason why I'm stopping buying digital stuff right now, solely for that fact and for that purpose, is because I have Gamers Unlocked, and whenever I see it, I'm like, I can get a 20% off, so I'm not going to really buy the digital version unless if it only comes out digitally. But anyways, Uncharted got delayed, and not only did Uncharted get delayed, but there's also rumors that Star Fox Zero on Nintendo's end is getting delayed. And it's funny how now they're going to be having a Nintendo Direct tomorrow, which is interesting in itself, but I'll get more into that a little bit later. And on top of that, Mass Effect Andromeda, something like that. It's a new Mass Effect game that's coming out. It was supposed to originally come out this year, probably around the fall time. I'm pretty sure you guys saw it at E3. It was a very small thing, didn't really show anything except for the N7 logo. That's pretty much it. So we don't know who it is, we don't know anything about it, and it's getting delayed to 2017. And we already know that Xbox Scalebound has been pushed to 2017. So what does that mean for all of us as a whole? We got a bunch of games that are delayed, folks. A bunch of games that are broken, a bunch of games that are delayed, and a bunch of games that when they are eventually come here, they're still broken. So what do we do in this case? Like, honestly, what makes me mad about delays is not the fact that the game got delayed, not the fact that I have to wait so much, because I would understand a delay if the delay represented or meant that the game is trying to become the best game that it can be. Little to no glitches, it's going to be play tested properly, it's going to look more polished, it's going to look more neat and clean. And ever since Ubisoft's Watch Dogs, I have literally threw that all out the window. Now, I know that that's a redundant thing for me. If you guys have seen any of my stuff on Gamers Nation or Between Gamers podcasts, or just if you guys seen anything else I usually mention Watch Dogs a lot because Watch Dogs was originally supposed to be a launch title for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, and it got delayed. And so the Drive Club got delayed. Now, the games come back later, getting a delay, a significant amount of time, mind you, and you're thinking, oh wow, they're gonna make it even look better, or maybe they're just having trouble making the graphics look the way it does, and we get a far worse product than we were promised or that we were shown. I have a problem with that, a huge problem with that. And the thing is that when you delay a game, I have no faith in the company anymore. And it's not just Ubisoft, it's just any company, because all these games have been proven that when they are released, they are broken, or they're not finished. Like when Street Fighter came out, Street Fighter 5 came out. Fantastic online, according to what I hear from people say. I played it a little bit myself, but I played it through like a share play thing. And, you know, and it's fun. I got to play the beta. It was fine. Great. Wonderful. However, my main problem with this is that the game wasn't complete. A lot of modes that every other Street Fighter had in any previous generation is not bundled with the new game. So why would you release it? Why would you release it? It makes no sense. And for that to be a PlayStation exclusive, no. Now, I don't know if Capcom has said, because I have not been following Street Fighter lately, but there's going to be like an Ultra Street Fighter, isn't there? Is there going to be like an Ultra Street Fighter 4 Super Turbo Championship Hyper Fighting Edition? I mean, I'm pretty sure that there's going to be something like that, you know? So, I don't get it. Splatoon wasn't finished, but we got DLC over the course of time, but they still haven't addressed like how to shut Kali and Mari up and stuff like that, so you don't have to sit through a 2-hour cutscene every time, or the map changing sequence, or nothing like that. They didn't do anything, and then the single player was just so lackluster. It was just ridiculous. The only thing that was good about Splatoon was multiplayer. Now, unfortunately for me, that is highly unfortunate, and this is where a lot of people are going to disagree. Sure, Splatoon is fun, fantastic game. Whenever I get to play online with friends, I have a great time. I do, but it gets boring playing on the same 2 damn maps all the damn time. It gets boring not to able to have a squad of my friends and we can play online against other people, not create a private room and all this other things. You know, I just have problems with things that are supposedly basic that the last generation got right, but for some reason this generation is not doing that. I don't know if it's a graphical thing. I don't know if they're just trying to meet expectations. I don't know if they're under a tight time window. I don't know what's going on. But, you know, these games are long. These games are long. Witcher 3 did this. You know, graphically, it doesn't look up to par. It was a great game. And then people just say, well, just go to PC. Well, go to PC. PC, you'll get that experience that you want. Watch Dogs has that E3 trailer look. So does The Witcher 3. I'm like, do I look like I got money for $3,500 PC? No. Or whatever the amount for a top of the line PC is that can handle stuff like that? No, I don't. So, no, that's not an option for me. So I cannot play those PC games. Well, then people are going to say, well, Will, why are graphics so important to you? They're not important to me. I don't have issues. My issue is that when you show me something, that's what I want. You showed me something and then you give me something else. That is not what I asked for. You know, it's like basically when you go to a Burger King and you order a burger and they show you this fancy ass burger. Like when you go into the thing, like let's say you go to Burger King, you look at the Whopper, it looks so nice on the damn picture. It looks all elegant and presentable, and then you get a piece of shit. And I understand that that's just part of our society. You get like this little crappy thing. It looks all messy, sloppy, like somebody quickly jotted together. The bread is all soggy and all this other stuff, but we still eat it. And, you know, it tastes good because in the end, we could just say it's not about the presentation, it's about the taste. And, you know, for the most part, there is that. But I didn't even enjoy the taste. That is the problem with this industry. Now, on top of that, I have a problem also with these glitchy ass games being such a damn problem. Like, for example, I like to trophy hunt. These games have glitched ass trophies where I put hours upon hours on trying to get a trophy that will not unlock. And I'm like, I wasted my goddamn time playing this game and putting myself through the torture of having to play this game multiple times to find out that the game does not work. And then they fix it later, and then to find out that I have to go back and do the game again. And I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm not gonna go through that again. I refuse. It should have been fixed. This shouldn't have been a problem. This should have been an easy fix, and that's it. I understand it takes developers time. I don't work in the industry, so I don't know how stressful it is, but still, it's ridiculous. Anyways, Xbox. Let's talk about Xbox for a little bit. Xbox, what does Xbox really have to offer besides third-party support and Xbox 360 backwards compatibility? For that, I would have just kept my Xbox 360. At least that plays games. The thing is that with Xbox One, there is no Xbox One games except for the new things. I could have just totally had a PS4 and kept my Xbox 360 for this mess. Like, seriously, what exclusives does Xbox have? Nothing. Now, I know that this video is probably going to get dislikes because I'm attacking probably their favorite console. And I'm not attacking their console. I'm just sorry. I'm being real. Like, I bought an Xbox. I have an Xbox One. It's not like I don't have one and I'm just saying that, look, I think the Xbox is this and this and this and this and this. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that Xbox One has games, but it doesn't have games at the same time. It doesn't have its own games. It doesn't have those games that make it stand apart from the competition. Sorry, it doesn't. And the thing that makes it unique is that it's a wonderful Netflix machine. It's great app machine if I want to watch Vivo or YouTube or something like that on my television in my living room, and that's fine. But I have a Google Chrome for that, and I could use my phone, and it's more convenient and it's more quicker and all this other stuff. I don't have to use a controller. I don't have to buy any extra accessories, and it's not like the Kinect is not making it any better. So really, they don't even have any support for the Kinect anymore. So what is the purpose of this console? I do not have cable, so I can't use so I'm not using the HDMI out feature or HDMI in feature where I use that as a DVR or whatever. So, and I don't have any of the apps like HBO Go or none of that stuff because I don't have cable. So what is the benefit of me having this machine? I want exclusives. Quantum Break is the only supposed exclusive that no longer is exclusive that comes with the PC version, and I don't mind that because regardless, you know, it's something I cannot play on PlayStation, and I do not have the PC to play this on. So Xbox One is definitely, you know, I want Quantum Break. That's fine. Then there's games like Record that's made by Retro Studios, which is very interesting, but we don't know nothing about it. You know, there's Fable Legends. Did that even come out? I don't even know. It was supposed to come out, and I don't even know. And that, from my understanding, is a free game, and it's only multiplayer. So I'm like, that's nothing to be excited about. Scalebound got delayed to 2017, so what am I going to do with that? Nothing. So really, Xbox One just really has nothing going for it. I mean, you can say that it has the better online experience, and if you are a multiplayer gamer, which I'm pretty sure a majority of you guys who are listening are, you know, that's fine. I mean, I'm not a multiplayer guy, so that's my problem. My problem is that I don't play for multiplayer. I play for single player experience. I'm a lone wolf. I like to play by myself. I play with friends rarely when I have nothing to do. When my trophy hunting is all caught up, then I play multiplayer with friends and I have a good time. But other than that, I just can't play multiplayer with friends unless if it has something to do with, okay, I have to get to level 25 on Call of Duty multiplayer or something as a trophy. Then I'll play multiplayer with friends because it will make that much easier. But no, I don't like multiplayer trophies. I don't like multiplayer. I'm just not a multiplayer guy, and I hate that. And that makes, you can call me retro and old all you want. That's fine. I just like single player experiences, and that's just me. I like console-based experiences, and that's just me. That's just my opinion. That's just my thing. So I'm not dissing people who do like multiplayer experiences. That's fine, but I'm just a lone wolf, and there's like nothing that benefits me on the Xbox. I have this console, but I'm like, for what reason do I have it for? You know, PlayStation has a lot more exclusives than Xbox. Still, is it the exclusives that we wanted? No, it's not. You know, literally. Now, Final Fantasy 15 is no longer an exclusive. It's going to be coming to the Xbox One too. And in a way, I'm glad for that, because then that means that more people get to play and get to experience it and whatever. And then I have more things that I can talk to people about that we have in common. And, you know, they don't have to buy a whole other freaking console about it. And that totally contradicts what I just said about the whole exclusive thing. But I want a reason why I bought this console. And exclusives are the answer to that. Nintendo Wii U is perfect in that department because of the fact that all of its games are exclusive because it has no third-party support. But that's its downfall. So yeah, so that's with Xbox. Let's talk about PlayStation for a little bit, and then I'll leave Nintendo for last because I feel like I have more to say about that. So PlayStation, you're being very silent right now. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You are being silent. You have this really cool update that you have for beta for people. I haven't gotten the beta or whatever. I don't even think I signed up for it. So I really have no problem with PlayStation. But my only thing is that it's broken. A lot of my friends have been having issues with PlayStation lately. They just been like saying, okay, there's the maintenance thing. The online servers aren't as great. You know, it takes forever to download stuff. I get that from both Xbox and PlayStation. Personally, PlayStation downloads stuff a lot faster for me. Only problem I have is that there's just so many damn updates. The thing that I like about PlayStation is that it's very easy to use and that it's really cool. Now, I know that makes me sound like, oh, you're pro Sony, anti Xbox. No, don't get me wrong. Xbox is easy to use with the Kinect. But, it's just that with the PlayStation, it's just, the controller, everything's in one thing. I wish they could kind of change the layout for it. That would be great. Give me folders, damn it. People are gonna say, well, just give me a name change. Unfortunately, that's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen unless if they could find a way to not delete people's whole accounts. And I don't know. It's just difficult. Xbox is able to do that because they had that built in from the jump, but PlayStation can't do that. Sorry. If you named yourself Ass Farts 123419 and you hate it and you hate that name completely, but you don't want to get rid of it because you have trophy progress on it, unfortunately, sorry. You're stuck with that name. They did give you a thing to make it your real name and that your friends that you allow can see your real name, and that's fine. Honestly, I don't care. I really don't care. I honestly don't like my name on PlayStation. I don't. And I would love to change it to something else, but I can't. So I'm okay. But I'm okay. I don't hate my name terribly. I thought I was being smart, but I realized it was a Grand Theft Auto store. So yeah, that just kind of destroyed everything. But PlayStation, you're being too quiet on The Last Guardian. Where is it? Is it coming out this year, or are you just pulling our chains? Like, seriously, I understand. Like, look, last year's E3 was interesting. It was very good. You got to show us all these great games that were supposed to come out this year. Now it's 2016, and there has nothing been said about any of these games. Now, if you're waiting for E3 again for a repeat, I'm like, are you serious? You're going to wait till E3 for this? But anyway, that's besides me. Normally, when I see E3, I'm waiting for things that come out the following year. 2017, and what to look forward to in the future. E3 last year was telling me what I was supposed to be waiting for this year, and so far everything's getting delayed, or nothing's being said about the games, or we're barely getting any information. It's all speculation and all this stuff like that. But anyway, that's all I have with PlayStation. But speaking of speculation, let's go to the most speculated console on the internet, Nintendo. Nintendo's been getting a lot of information lately. A lot of surround lately, especially for last year and this year. And they've been, with amiibos being a thing, Nintendo's been relevant on many different levels. Some have been for good things and some have been for bad things and things like that. We had Satoru Iwata that passed away. That was a huge thing. We have Pokemon Sun and Moon announcement, but it leaked, so it kind of ruined everything. I could literally go on and on and on about Nintendo. We have the amiibo situation, Super Smash Bros. DLC, Splatoon was a big thing, so Nintendo has literally been on a lot of people's minds lately. And it took Satoru Iwata to say one thing. Just one thing to say there's an NX console. That's it. Now, when Kimishima, is his name Kimishima? No, I don't remember the new president's name. It's literally just left my mind. I know it's like Kimishima or Kimishimi or whatever, something like that. I'm gonna call him Mr. K. Mr. K is this new boss. He doesn't want to be seen. I completely get that. Like, honestly, you don't really want to be on the camera all the time, and you don't have to you don't want to play like somebody that's so out of your character, you know, just to try to appeal to the masses of people. I get it. You're a numbers guy. That's wonderful. But the thing is, you can't leave people hanging, and I understand Nintendo is going through a situation because they just lost a president, and then this new president has to pick up all the problems that the old president has, and Satoru Iwata left a console in the hands of this man, a new console in the hands of this man. Now, this guy was part of Nintendo of America, so he knows how we operate here in the States. So in a way, I like this guy, but it's just like those Nintendo Directs ain't coming like they used to, you know? Like, I feel like they used to have one like every month, and then they used to have one every other month, and then it kind of just slowed down, and then now it's like random. Like, they say, okay, like randomly at one day, they say we're gonna have one tomorrow, you know? And I get that they're saying that to prep people, but I'm just like, oh God. And then on top of that, it just ends up being disappointing. Oh, it's gonna be 5 minutes long, or it's gonna be whatever. And the first Direct of the year. Big news, but it got spoiled. And to say that it was only 5 minutes and you didn't show us a trailer, you know, like, seriously, Nintendo? Whatever. You couldn't even confirm that this was 7th gen or if it was 6.5. Like, you couldn't do that. You couldn't show us like what one of the legendaries looked like. You couldn't hint something. I understand that they showed a wireframe of a Pokemon, but I'm like, really? I mean, like, that, really? That's it? And then so people are, I don't know, but I can go, that's like its own video in itself. But honestly, me as a person, I want I want the best for Nintendo. I want Nintendo to succeed, and I'm gonna do like a whole video on the NX itself. I have to do a rant on the NX, because that's a lot. But the problem is, Nintendo, is that you're way too quiet. And then when you do speak, you're telling us the same old song and dance that we heard. That's it. And that in itself is upsetting. So what happens is that you leave fans to speculate. And that's a good thing, because people are talking about you and are talking about your product and what it is, what it isn't. And because nobody knows. Nobody even in your own team knows. And that's, wow, okay. And they're doing a great job at keeping this a secret. But they are literally setting expectations so high, like extremely high. I can't even explain it. Like, you're setting it up so ridiculously high for me, Nintendo, that you're giving all these people to give their own predictions, all these people putting out blueprints, you know, saying that they have a source from Nintendo that knows this and this and this and this, and then we don't know what's true, what's not true. And people are like so stuck in their ways, and we don't know, we assume things and all this other stuff. And so it's just like, look, some dude named Gino released some information, and you know, of course, I mentioned this in the last video, his name is Gino, and he's been right about a few other things that are Nintendo, so he seems liable, and a lot of people are believing him. Hell, I even believed him on this. And at this point, I want to believe, I really do, but I can't be naive. You know, I can't just sit there and just take this word of a person that, even though that this person has been right about other Nintendo rumors in the past, this person used the word allegedly in his article. When you use the word allegedly, it means that it can change, or it may not be it, or, you know, that this is just a theory. So really, it's not even it. Apparently there's a wireless HDMI dongle which you can put on any TV, kind of like a Google Chrome, and I know I talked about this in the video, so I won't go much into it, but apparently there's like just a bunch of new things, and this is great. Now, if Nintendo could just announce that achievements are going to be a thing in their new console, I'd be happy, because I would literally just drop the PlayStation in a heartbeat and literally just make Nintendo the primary. If it gets third-party support, it gets achievements, and it keeps the exclusives, I'm good. Nintendo will be my console for a while. But Nintendo's too quiet. So what can we expect from tomorrow's Direct? I don't know. But by the time you guys are watching this video, you already know what it is. You already know what happened. You already know all the stuff. And either you're disappointed or you're super hype. I don't know. I will make a follow-up video to this one talking about the Nintendo. But my problem is they already claimed that this Nintendo Direct does not have any NX news, no mobile game news, so don't ask about it. It's just Wii U and 3DS summer titles. Well, so that means we're going to see a lot of games that we don't care about. Like, there are people that do care about it. Like, I'm not saying everybody, but, like, I'm just saying I personally don't care about it. Like, look, Sonic and Mario Rio 2016 Olympics, we already know. Fire Emblem Revelations, you know, there's that. There are going to be DLC, amiibo support, amiibo things, probably. They're probably going to tell us when Bayonetta, Corrin, and Cloud comes out. You know, there's probably going to be a bunch of amiibo things because they don't have any games like that. Like, they do have a list of games. Like, they're probably going to show Disney Art Academy if that's really a thing. They're going to show whatever. And they're not going to show anything special. Like, we're not going to see no Zelda Wii U. We're not going to get no confirmation. I don't think there's going to be a part at the end where Reggie or Bill Trenton or somebody from Nintendo is going to say, okay, well, we're going to have an NX, you know, conference or whatever. We're going to have like an NX specific Direct at a later date. Or like saying before E3, and I'm like, oh wow, then that would be exciting to me in itself, and I don't really care what's in the Direct. But what are they gonna really show? Pokken Tournament? We already know that, you know. Shin Tagami versus Fire Emblem, you know, we already know about that, you know. So Zelda Wii U is coming out in the fall. It's not a summer title, so they're not going to say nothing about it. But then again, they never said it was a fall title. They just said 2016. So I don't know what that I mean, could Zelda be a summer title? No. I don't think so. There's not going to be any more Splatoon DLC because that ended. But then they could surprise us with that and just say, well, you know, whatever. They could tell us that Star Fox got delayed if that rumor is true, and then that would be highly disappointing because then this would just be a disappointment Direct because there's that. But other than that, Star Fox Zero can still be in if that rumor is proven to be false. So the thing is that Nintendo, they could mention Detective Pikachu. They could mention a bunch of other games, other 3DS games I can't think of at the moment. And Wii U games I can't think of at the moment. But it's like Nintendo doesn't really have... Oh yeah, they can mention Metroid Prime Federation Force. That's probably going to be the main big thing that they're going to show there. Probably they rehauled it, made it look like main character actually Samus, and it does look like a Metroid Prime game kind of. And I don't know, maybe, because that's probably why we haven't seen it. And it is slated, according to that list, it's slated for a summer release, so it would technically count as a summer release, and I feel like maybe that's going to be the central focus. They may announce a new unannounced title. Like, they said that there was, like, according to that rumor, there was, like, End Stars, but I think that came out, like, in the... I don't know if that was summer, if that was springtime. I don't remember. There was also code name something city. So then there's that in itself. So I don't know. My expectations are not high for this Nintendo Direct at all. I don't understand how you're not going to announce any mobile games. At least Miitomo. Like, why would you not release anything on Miitomo? It's supposed to come out this month. Like, really? They could be also talking about the new My Nintendo account, maybe go into more details about that. That's technically not really talking about the NX or anything, so that has nothing to do with it. But they just said Wii U 3DS games. Like, that's disappointing, and even they know it's a disappointing thing. Like, they're like, we don't have nothing to show, whatever. So Nintendo is gonna basically, it just seems like they're just gonna save this for E3. They're gonna save the NX and all that other stuff for E3, and that would be an exciting time. But what if it messes up? I understand that they're trying to be careful. Like, they're probably trying to be careful not to confuse anybody like the Wii U did. So they said, we got to make sure we make this clear. We got to make sure that this is a legitimate console. So be sure to show the console off, Nintendo. Be sure to show off the console. That's all I got to say. But anyways, thank you guys for hearing my rant on everything. I know that these rants are a little bit too long, but if you guys are at work or anything, I'm pretty sure that you guys appreciate it because it gives you something to listen to, and I hope you guys enjoy. I hope I wasn't too harsh on any of the topics. It's just that I'm just stating my opinion. I'm not a multiplayer guy. I'm just not. And it's just like I want things to look forward to. But in a way, I'm kind of glad that there's a little bit of a drought going on right now. I mean, there's games that you guys can play like Far Cry Primal and Street Fighter 5 and complete. But, you know, we have that. But these games are getting delayed. That gives me more time to tackle down my list of games that I already have. There's that. And then, you know, there's Zelda, you know, and Pokken Tournament that are coming out next month. So... or this month actually. Oh my god, I keep thinking in the frame of February took so long. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Sorry for the rant, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out and bye.